Hi guys, and welcome back to the SN Studio for another video battle report. Today we test out the Psychic Awakening new rules for the Adeptus Mechanicus. So this is the second time we actually tested. Well, we've actually play tested a couple of times off camera, but it's the second time we've actually recorded the Mars Adeptus Mechanicus being played out with the new chapter approved and not chapter approved, Psychic Awakening, and they are very good.
That's the second time. First time was on SM Plus.
Yes, SM Plus. We faced the Tyranids Studio Army, and that was a great game. And now we've made it a bit more, the list a bit more competitive. And yeah, they are a very good army at the moment. They've got really good stratagems again, and a couple of other interesting extras they've got, which make them very good. I think we'll be seeing them top tier in the next couple of months, depending how 9th edition treats them, but they are looking very good. So today we're back with the Minatours. So this army is painted by one of the locals, Dayan Bosso, and we're using them today as Imperial Fists. So Minatours is a Forge Worlds chapter, and you can actually decide what chapter tactic you use because they don't have a chapter tactic at the moment. So I will be using them as a successor Imperial Fists army, and I will be using, or I was going to be using, Master Artisans, which is the most competitive one at the moment, and I was going to use Stealthy, but this list actually played against this list a couple of days ago just to refresh all the new rules, and obviously I brought Stealthy in, and then we realized that the robots ignore cover, and they just like went through me. So Chris wanted me to make the list as competitive as I could, so he's allowed me to actually use the Stealthy part as a -1 to hit instead of having the +1 cover 12 inches away. So it's not one of the proper chapter tactics. It actually doesn't exist. It's part of the Vanguard chapter tactic if they're in a ruin. So this makes it really good. But behind the scenes, things that you're not seeing is we're really close to 9th edition. So we're now not just playing around, testing stuff that we've always thought is good. So this is just a minor tweak, making the list much better with the rerolls of reroll 1 hit and 1 wound per unit, and then obviously having a -1 to hit, like the same as a Lighthawk and other armies like that, like Siggy's. Is it Stiggy's? Stygies from the Adeptus Mechanicus. So yeah, something cool to try out, and yeah, like I said, we're going into 9th very soon, so we might as well do it now. Yeah. So straight onto lists we can go. I'll start with mine because Chris has a lot more to talk about, or we can talk about. So onto mine, I am taking today a battalion, and I am taking today a spearhead, right? It's the elite Vanguard. It's the elite one, so I've got some elite slots there. So leading this army and for my Warlord today is a Gravis captain. Now, I've given him a really cool special issue war gear and one of the Imperial Fists Warlord traits, which I've always wanted to use, but I don't think it's competitive enough to actually take to anything. So I'm using for his Warlord trait Fleetmaster. So once per battle at the end of your fight phase, if your Warlord remains stationary and did not make any attacks this turn, it can call down an orbital strike. So I pick a point, and anybody within D6 inches, so I do have to roll for that. On the roll of a 4+, it suffers D3 mortal wounds. On the roll of a 5+ for characters, it suffers D3 mortal wounds. So something really cool. It's just once per battle, but now's the time to actually use stuff like this. As I've already spoken about, we're nearly in 9th edition, so why not try this?
It's a good little castle break as well.
It is, yeah. And you sometimes castle up, especially. We'll go into details with some of your characters, which buff some units. So it could be good. I'll probably forget about this Warlord trait or just not use it, and he'll probably die before that. But something I've always wanted to use, and today is the day. And then for his free relic, I'm using Warden's Cuirass. So it's a special issue war gear, again, for the Imperial Fists, and what that does is it gives my Warlord a extra wound. So Gravis Captain Armor is normally 7 wounds, so it takes it up to 9 wounds, which makes him much more tough and resilient. 8 wounds. Yeah, what did I say?
You said 9.
Okay, 8 wounds. There's a way to go to 9, that's right.
You've now got as many wounds as a Demon Prince.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
Toughness 5, 3 up armor, and he's just a beast.
Yeah.
So he's leading this army today. And then for my second HQ, I've got a Phobos Lieutenant with the Grav Shoot upgrade.
Yeah.
I've been liking to use this guy because he's normally deep striking down with other units that actually deep strike or have moved further up on the field, or actually just drop him down behind some cover and grab some objectives. Okay, for my troop choices, I've got 2 units of 5 Intercessors with Stalker Bolt rifles. Again, back to the Stalker Bolt rifle. I think it's the best gun the Intercessors can take at the moment, especially with Imperial Fists, because they are heavy and there's a lot of vehicles. Robots are vehicles, which was something I didn't know till I actually played against them a couple of days ago. They're +1 to their damage, so any wound that goes through is damage 3 on turn 1. So auto take for me. And then for my other 2 units, I've got 5 units of Infiltrators. Again, I like taking these guys in my Space Marine lists because they just give me more board control. The deployment is really good. They deploy like scouts, and you start off onto objectives or applying pressure, and like I said, getting board control with when you're playing castles you really don't have. And then I've got 2 heavy slots in that battalion. I've got the Repulsor Executioner for the first time. This is the first time I'm actually using him. I did actually use this list on SM+, but this is the first time I'm actually using some of these units in YouTube. So Repulsor Executioner upgraded to have the laser cannon. Really good output of shots. It's just an endless amount of shots. We were playing last time, and he was like, "Yeah, is there still things to buy?" I'm like, "Yeah, there's still like 3 guns."
So let me go back to sleep. Wake me up when it's finished.
Yes,
Okay? Tell me how many saves I've got.
It feels like that. Like I just can't get used to what guns it has, so I constantly have to open its page or go on Battlescribe.
People play with 3 of them.
Yes, I know.
It's just
crazy.
Somebody with Lord Discordance, like now this attacks, now this attacks, now this attacks.
Bonkers. And then I've got Suppressors. So a unit of 3 Suppressors. Again, first time I'm using on YouTube. I think they're a very good unit. You can deep strike them. They move 12 inches, and the gun's pretty good. It's strength 7, -2 damage to 2 shots each. I think it's a unit that a lot of Marine players are using at the moment and will be using in 9th edition. And then for my other detachment, I've got a lieutenant, another 2nd lieutenant, and that lieutenant is upgraded to have a power sword as modeled. And then we've got the 3 units of elites, so 2 Redemptors, Contemptor Redemptors, sorry, Dreadnought Redemptors. They're exactly the same. Contemptor Redemptors, it's a mix. That would be awesome. 5+ invaluable save, 2+ save with all these guns. Again, these units pack a punch. They're good in combat. Again, endless amount of shots. One of them is upgraded to have the rotor cannon, the smaller one, underneath the fist, and then the other one just has the heavy flamer. And then for the 3rd elite slot, we've got a unit of aggressors that will be riding, obviously, in the executioner.
Yeah.
And again, it's got the Boltstorm shots, not the flamers. And yeah, it's just it's good because it's anti-horde, and I do need anti-horde because most of my shots are just powerful shots within the units. And I think that's my list. I don't think I've missed anything.
Don't think so.
1,500 points we are playing today, because it just makes games quicker. And as many of you have seen, some of the playtesters have seen that they have been playtesting in smaller games, especially Tabletop Tactics, which are now currently one of the playtesters, which is awesome to see. They have been going down to 1750, 1,500 points, and we've just basically seen what they're doing and obviously followed by what they're saying at the moment. And yeah, that's my list. Let's look at what Chris has brought today.
Yeah. So I brought Mars today, as you can tell. We've got a battalion detachment and a spearhead.
Nice.
So leading up the army is Tech Priest Dominus.
Okay.
So he's got the... One second. Just because, yeah, I always forget the individual names.
And there's so many things, and the names are pretty long as well.
The Monitor Malevious Warlord trait.
Okay.
Which allows them to reroll hit, wound, or damage roll once per game. But more importantly, allows them to farm command points, both mine and yours.
On a 6+?
6+.
6+. Okay. Always good to have.
Yeah, it's a very command point hungry army.
Yeah, especially for today, which we want to try out some new stuff as well.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So yeah. So that's the first HQ. Second HQ is the Maleficus.
Yep.
I think I said that right.
Yeah, Manipulus. Yeah.
Something like that. Again, another good buffing character because he can add 6 inches to the range of guns. So
very good, especially when you have them beside.
Makes these 42-inch range.
Yeah.
It's crazy good. So yeah, 2 HQs. And troops, I got Ranger Squad, Plasma Cavalier, Power Sword and Champion, and a transphobic, whatever it's called, the sniper rifle. So yeah, and the rest with galvanic rifles. Got a unit of Vanguard, Taser Goad and Fossil Blaster pistol and the Champion.
Okay.
1 Plasma Cavalier again. I think that is everything that's in the. I know the 3 destroyers.
That's
Don't
the
troop
first,
choice.
yeah. We always make mistakes because the destroyers don't look like troop choices, but
And they're
they
infantry as well.
But they are, and they're infantry as well. Yes.
And he's infantry.
And he's infantry.
It's
It's
crazy.
confusing.
Yeah, so 3 destroyers, all with plasma. So yeah,
That's the battalion.
that's battalion. Spearhead. Ursar's cool.
Yeah.
Don't leave home without him.
No, if you're playing Mars, just take him. Especially the amount of rerolls he gives. Like he's like the chapter master rerolls where you can reroll any dice.
Yeah.
And again, when you have a shooty army like that, it's always nice. And coupled in with the new -1, not new, the -1 with given customized for this game is even better.
Yeah, exactly. I've also got a Tech Priest Engine Seer in there.
Okay.
You know, lots of things to run around fixing everything.
Yeah.
Hammering bits back on. I got the Cybernetica Data Smith.
Yep.
So
He's got something new, hasn't he?
something new, something gold,
No.
something borrowed, something blue.
Yeah.
So he's got the Raiment of the Technomancer Relic,
Okay.
which basically 6-inch bubble. If you get 6 in Overwatch to hit, which you get, you score an additional shot.
Okay.
Which you still have to roll to hit with, but
Yeah, it's good. When you have like 100 shots come in, those cheeky 6s
hey,
will
there's not
appear.
100. There's only 90 if they're
90.
bolted down.
Wow. 90 shots at -2.
It's exaggerating
At
100
-2.
shots. So yeah, but I've also spent a command point on a Mechanicus Locum,
That's one of the new stuff.
new stratagem, which allows you to take an extra Warlord trait.
Yep.
So, and I've given him, where is it? I don't have it listed here apparently.
Okay.
So it's the new,
yeah. It's basically
the new religion things.
Yeah, it's basically a buff it gives it, and they can choose every turn, can't they?
Yeah.
So they can swap it out. So what they give out is actually a change every turn, and this is where it gets very interesting when you're using robots, because as Chris will explain now, it's really good.
So it's the Holy Order Warlord traits.
Okay.
Now giving him the Fabrications of the Artisan. So there's 3 of them, but I'm basically going to take 2 of them.
Okay.
One which is with a 6-inch bubble of him.
Yeah, you don't have to take them, right?
Yeah.
You have those 3. And
Yeah,
you can
I have the
just
3.
choose.
I choose which one, but
Yeah.
mostly 2 I'll use. So 6-inch bubble. If a shot is fired at half range or less, extra AP in it.
Okay, so we're talking at -3 on the robots already.
Yeah.
Okay.
So only at 21-inch range if he's got his buff on, but
Yeah, so it works
That's pretty
together.
good.
Like the Data Smith with the Manipulus and the robots all working together to have extra minus and extra range as well.
yeah. But the other main one is for any vehicles within 6 inches can fall back and shoot still.
That's
These
where it
get
gets
tagged so often.
Yeah.
So that way it's like, I'll just step back, blast the hell out of you.
Yeah, that's where it gets really interesting. Like, you've seen these guys, probably you've played against them before. The only way to stop them with such a high toughness, a lot of wounds on them, and the amount of firepower they pack in, the only way to really stop them is by tagging them. But when now there's a character giving them the extra bonus of them being able to fall back and still shoot, that's when they get really good.
Yeah. So yeah. So that is a nice little extra bonus on him.
It's a really good
So
bonus.
for 1 CP to give it an extra Warlord trait,
Yeah.
it's great. So yeah, so that's characters, him.
It's just these left now.
Yep. So like I mentioned, I've got 5 robots, custom robots.
Yeah.
They've got 3 heavy fossil blasters each.
Okay.
Strength 6, -2, damage 1.
Very
So
good.
you ignore cover normally, but
Yeah. You can clamp,
But it's still ignore
you can
cover.
clamp them down, double their shots, and that's when it get crazy.
Yeah.
Stratagems like Wrath of Mars, which any 6s to wound give a mortal wound, as well as in addition to the wound it gives. It brings down like the biggest and toughest unit you have. They'll bring it down.
Yep. To round it out, I've got 2
Doom
Doom Crawlers. Both the neutron lasers.
Yep.
This one has an extra stubber on it.
Just upgraded for WYSIWYG purposes,
Yeah,
really.
pretty much.
So there you have it. Now, do you want to mention about the points in the what we think is wrong in the engine wars and how we're using it?
So these guns, in engine war have gone down to 0 points from 15.
Yeah,
that's 225 points I just saved there. Otherwise,
but we think it's wrong.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be a mistake.
A lot of people think. I think
it's going to be fixed in 9th edition, so we are using them as 15 points each.
Yeah,
so it means with true points, my list is like 1,200 and something points.
So we haven't seen any FAQ still for engine war. We haven't seen any FAQ for the
Saga of the Beast
either. So I think it's just Games Workshop saying there's no point in giving any FAQs because points are going to change in 9th edition. So it's just no point in doing that. But what the confusion I think has been is that one of the new flyers does have the same guns, and we think that's the pointed value if you have it on a gun, on a flyer and not on a robot. So that's maybe the confusion. We will have to wait and see it for 9th and see what happens. But today we will be using it as the normal points, not the ones in the Psychic Awakening book.
So it's difference between these guys being 65 points each or 110 points each.
It's far too different. If it was dropping 5 points, you would say, yeah, it's probably true. But if it's dropping so much, it just can't be. They're good enough already. Dropping them in points would just make them auto take even more than 1 unit.
Exactly, they're already auto takes, so now it'd just be like, definitely.
Going back to my list, I will be paying 2 CP to make my Warlord a Chapter Master, because who doesn't want a Chapter Master? Same as Crawl, rerolls to hit. Any hit rolls is just great. We are playing on this fantastic board, so we are playing on the smaller dimensions again, just to test it out, because it's something we want to get used to as a studio and as a team, just to get used to playing in smaller boards, because Games Workshop just posted a couple of days ago that it makes the game more interesting. You will have things on you quicker and not being able to escape. Which makes the game completely different, and we have been play testing it out, and it actually does make a difference, and we're really enjoying it. So we're back to the smaller minimum size for today, and we are playing with this gorgeous terrain. So we've got the ruins on both sides, which is a great piece of terrain, and then we've got the crates in the middle, crate depot in the middle, which is great for line of sight blocking. And there you have it. My list is there. We've seen what Chris is taking for today.
Playing Crusade.
We are playing Crusade, so 6 objectives on the table. We'll catch you back after deployments. Catch you back now. Here we go. Both armies now deployed on the table and ready for war. So mission Crusade, 6 objectives on the table. I'll just quickly show you where the objectives are placed. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One underneath this dreadnought, and then there's one, I believe, on Chris's side, which is just in front of that statue, which is quite epic and fluffy, actually. We have the statue as one of the
That's why I put it
objectives.
You got a couple on each side, and then a couple no man's land.
Yes, perfect. So quite a good terrain set, a good battlefield. There's a lot of line of sight in the center, which is good, but it's been really tricky for me to actually deploy. I will mention now that Chris did win the first roll-off, and he is currently the attacker. I'm the defender, and I will be hoping to seize the initiative. I brought these yellow dice because I am, even though I'm playing Minatours, I am playing Imperial Fists. They are playing them as a successor chapter to Imperial Fists. Hammer and Anvil deployment, and here we go. Let's take you through both armies deployment. So I'm quickly going to go through mine. So 2 infiltrator units making good use of this large stack of crates. Obviously they can deploy further up the field, and they have ready to capture these 2 objectives if they split up. So that's 2 units of 5 here. Moving over to the center of the board, we've got the 2 intercessor units deployed there, already capturing one of the objectives there at the back. And then here's where it's been tricky. This tank is very good. It's not a repulsor, it's an executioner. It's very good, a lot of shots, but it's very difficult to actually hide, especially when they don't have an invulnerable save. So I've managed to actually hide at the moment from both the 2 units that do pack a punch and are very scary when they start shooting at you. But if they move, especially the 2 Doom crawlers on that side, they can get line of sight on him. He will be having a cover save from this ruin, but then again it's only a 5+ because they are -4. 6+ because they are -4. Yeah. Chris nods in happiness. And then we've got the 2 dreadnoughts further up the field with my Warlord and one of the lieutenants just behind, giving rerolls to hit and rerolls to wounds of 1. I have spent 2 CP. I think I did mention it at the beginning, but just in case. So just in case those of you have skipped the intro, I have spent 2 CP to give my Warlord my Chapter Master. And yeah, now let's go and check out the Adeptus Mechanicus on this side. Yep. So Chris, take us through. So take us through. So let's start from what's closest to you, because there is a couple of units in that ruin there.
Destroyers and Rangers here.
Okay.
And my Warlord, the Dominus.
Yeah.
So obviously he gives reroll hit rolls of 1, so it's good to have him.
Yeah.
Extra thing there in case you don't get the right canticles off.
Okay.
So I've got my sniper here that can see your characters quite nicely.
Yes,
because you obviously didn't realise the sniper was there.
I actually could have moved them a bit further in, so I think even if I moved them underneath into the ruin, I think you would have still be targeting them. So.
Yep. Next I've got the 5 robots.
Okay.
Surrounding the
Datasmith.
Datasmith, that's it.
Don't always want to say electric.
Yeah. Every single time.
I'm gonna stick it on my forehead. So every time you look at me, you remember his name.
And I'll stick Mart's Artisans on mine.
Yes, we both help each other.
Yeah, so he's got the new Warlord trait, like I said in the intro.
Okay.
So you can give them the
change the
so
profile to his aura.
Fall back and still shoot, or
which is amazing for robots, especially with a unit of 5. We did test them out in SM Plus with 3, and they did pack a punch with 3 of them. 5 is just going to be crazy. Okay, and then moving over to the center here into the ruin.
So we've got another character there.
Yep. We've got Crawl.
So yeah, he gives the extra range though, so possibly get these guys up to 42-inch range if I need them to.
Okay.
Vanguard, Call there in range of these guys, ready to run through the building as well.
Roll all rolls to hit, and then lastly
2 Doom Crawlers
and the engines here.
Yeah, just there ready to fix them.
Yeah. So there you have it, very aggressive from Chris, or very close to the frontal line, because he does want to get all his guns in range, and there's no objectives sitting further back the field. So it's the best position. Just that one there. I mean, there's none just further back, so he can actually sit in that position. Yep. So there you have it, both armies now ready to go. Obviously, Chris does want to go first.
Yep.
Yeah, he nods. And I do want to go first as well, so I will try and seize the initiative. I have been telling Chris that I have been warming up this dice for about an hour now, and I have this tricky feeling that I will be stealing the initiative.
You held it between your bum cheeks, didn't you?
Yes. Let's see how it goes. It's A6! I told you! The celebrations have finished. Chris has stopped crying. Let's do some canticles. Okay, here we go. 2, and he can go up or down because of call.
So this one I will change to a 2 because that is the Mars specific one.
Yep, that's the one you changed.
+1 strength to heavy weapons and they can move and fire.
Okay.
And this one should be changed to a 4 for cover.
Cover, perfect.
So I don't need to spend 2 CP on
you don't.
positions.
Positions. And there we go. On to my turn 1 for movement, coming up in a sec. Onward we go. Movement over for the Minatours. Most of the units have moved up into key positions, looking for the corridors within these crates, depots, and looking for their targets. So we've got the 2 what are they called? Redemptors. There's so many weird names now. Redemptors moving up with the 2 HQs advancing up to stay close to them. We've got the Executioner moving up and now having line of sight on both the Doom Callers and the robots. And then moving on to this side, we've got the Intercessor squads just shuffling up to the right, so all the Stalkerbolt rifles are in range of the first Doom Caller here in the front.
You're still within 3 inches of that objective?
Yeah, with this one, yeah.
Cool.
Stay there. And then I was going to move these guys out, but it's just basically a death wish. So I have stayed put for now and moved this one onto that objective. I did have to mention that Chris did mention off camera, I do have in reserve, which I forgot to say, I do have the Lieutenant in Phobos armor. I do have the
suppressors?
No, not the suppressors. The autocannon guys. That's better. What are they called? Suppressors are the other ones.
Interceptors, is it? Or?
No, these are the suppressors. Sorry, the Inceptors are the other ones.
So I was right.
Well done, Chris.
Why do you question me?
Well done. And then I have, and then obviously the Aggressors are inside the Executioner. As I explained at the beginning, that's how they were going to travel. They don't like walking, so they like to just use the bus, park up, and then fire. Okay, so straight onto the shooting phase. We can start off with the shooting phase. He has moved more than half of his distance, so it's only 2 shots from the big laser gun. So he's going to target the one on the back, the Doom Caller on the back, and 2 shots coming in hot from the laser destroyer, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits, and wounding on 3s because it is strength 10. Rerolling 1s. That's 2 wounds, Chris, and -5.
Cool.
Do you have a save?
5 up and bundle.
Oh, okay.
And I get to reroll.
I wasn't expecting those.
Nope.
They both go through. Do you want to reroll any of these? These are damage D6 with a minimum of 3.
Yeah.
Reroll 1?
Of them. Nope.
Okay, so that's the first. Do you get any command points back?
Let's see. Nope.
No, okay. So, not a good start for you. Okay, so 2d6 damage of these. That's 4, 5, 6, 7 because that's a minimum of 3 +1 for the Imperial Fists. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds on the Doom Caller to start it all off.
So he's down to 2.
Yeah, I forgot to mention all the rest of the guns were going to go into the destroyers here and the bottom level. So let's start off shooting some other guns into them. Okay, so next up, the Fragstorm grenade launcher is out of range, so we'll go with the Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon. So that's 12 shots, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. No -2 hits, right? Or anything like that that I'm missing? Okay. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling entirely because of Chapter Master. Okay. And I can re-roll. I forgot to actually do that, but I didn't miss with the laser, so I will be using one of these for my what do you call it? Master Artisan. Chris reminded me for the first time. One of the hits. I've already re-rolled. I can re-roll one of the wounds. Okay, strength 3, strength 5. What's your toughness?
5.
5. Looking for 4s, re-rolling 1s.
And re-roll one of
and
those.
Re-roll one of these. Obviously that I couldn't have re-rolled that one, but that would have been the 2s. So okay, so there you have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds at -2 because of the heavy doctrine.
5 up saves.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
Damage.
Damage 1 on these, and they are not vehicles, right?
No, not vehicles.
Okay.
So that is 1 dead and 1 on 2 wounds.
Okay. Next up, we've got the Stormbolter. So 4 shots. All hits. And toughness 5, you said, right? So 5's 2 wounds. Re-rolling 1s. Okay, 2 wounds, no minus. So 2 ups.
3 ups.
3 ups. Okay.
Both saved.
Ah, they have a 4 up, right?
They have
To
a
start
4 up
with.
normally, so yeah.
Okay. Next up, we've got the twin Icarus Railhail Heavy Stubbers. So 6 shots, hitting on 3s, re-rolling entirely. Okay. And wounding on my strength is 4, so no wounds there. Anything else? Storm bolters with shots, so heavy twin heavy bolter. 6 more shots.
So many guns.
So many guns, endless. Okay, 1 miss, and then wounding on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Okay, so that's 4 wounds.
3 wounds. You're wounding on 4s.
Oh yeah, sorry, strength 5. Yeah, you're toughness. Okay.
-1, so back to 4s.
Minus 2.
-2. So
Yeah, that's another one dead, and 1 to 1 wound.
Yep. 1's on 2 wounds.
Okay. I believe that's everything shot there. I'll just make sure, if not, we'll catch you back for the next unit. Okay, moving on, we've got the first Dreadnought firing the big heavy onslaughts into the robots, and then all the rest, which is in range, will try and remove that destroyer. So hitting on 4s, they have moved, and I will be re-rolling completely. Okay, so that's
most of those miss.
Yeah, these misses.
The sun's getting to you
I can
already.
actually re-roll one of those. No, I re-roll. I can re-roll the wounds.
What's the strength?
Strength is. Let me just check. It's 7. No, sorry, it's 5.
So wound on 5s.
Wounding on 5s. Okay,
Reroll
I'll
one.
re-roll this 4. That's another one. So 3, 4, 5 wounds at -2.
-2. So 3 up saves.
Yeah, because you're a +1, right?
Yeah,
now?
because +1 and Aegis Protocol.
Okay, 1 wound. Are they vehicles?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 damage on this. Next up, we've got all the rest firing into the lonely destroyer here. So heavy D3 from the Icarus rocket pods, just 1. Hitting, it has moved, and it's not a fly keyword, so a -2 to hit, so hitting on 5s. Re-rolling. That's a hit. Strength 7, so 3s to wound. 1 wound at -2 again.
So 5 up. Save.
It's a save. Okay, moving on now. Let's fire the onslaughts, the smaller onslaught cannon. So 6 shots, hitting on 4s, re-rolling. Okay, 3 hits. 1 wound.
-2 again.
-2, yes sir.
Nope.
No,
Sure.
and it goes through. So damage is 1. It's down to 1 wound, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then we've got the storm bolter. So 1 shot. No, we've got 2 storm bolters. Re-rolling. Yeah, hitting with 3s, re-rolling. And 5s to wound. Re-rolling 1s. 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Can he do it? 3 up saves. And there, he can't re-roll anymore. So that's first strike for the Minatours. Catch you back for the next unit. Okay, next up we've got the other Redemptor Dreadnought. There, got it right. Firing everything into these Castellum robots. So firstly, we've got the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon. He has moved, so it's sitting on 4s, but rolling completely. Okay, that's a full house actually. Wow.
4 rerolls, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I have call.
You have call, but you don't do it in Overwatch at least. So,
Yeah.
Okay, my strength is 5, so I'm wounding on 5s.
Yep.
And I am re-rolling 1s, which I don't have any of, but I can re-roll one of these, which I will actually.
Oh yeah.
No, just 2. -2.
-2, so
3 ups.
yep.
Nope, both saved again. Okay, next up we've got, this one hasn't got a smaller onslaught Gatling cannon, it's got the heavy flamer, which is out of range. So Icarus rocket pods is 1 shots, hitting on 5s, re-rolling. That's a hit, and strength 7, your toughness is 7, so 4s to wound. That's a wound. Minus is 2 again, because of the heavy doctrine.
Yep.
Goes to saves again. Okay, next up we've got the storm bolters, 4 shots. Re-rolling. These are hitting on 3s. 3, 2 wounds. I've actually forgotten to re-roll some of those shots, so I'll just do this.
No, you re-rolled one already.
Oh, two. I re-rolled 1 to 1?
On the Gatling, because you only got 2 wounds, you re-rolled 1.
Okay, perfect.
So 2 ups. Post saved.
Okay. And I think that's it. So I fired the Icarus, the Gatling Cannon, and the Stormbolter, so that's all from there. So now the Intercessors next. All firing into... How many wounds does he got left?
He's got 2.
2. Can you actually measure if they're in range? Because range is 36, which is an amazing range to have.
36 or 30?
36.
Yeah, they're all in range.
They're all in range. So let me use the first 5 will go into him. And the ulti?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So they have moved, so I am hitting on 4s.
Yep. You can reroll 1 for Mass Artisans.
Yep. Okay, so that's 3 hits. And wounding on 5s. I can reroll 1 to wound. 1 wound, -3.
-3, so 5 up and vulnerable.
No, and that's a damage 2. Damage 3 actually. Yeah. Damage 3.
Does it explode? No.
Okay, so that's another unit off and a good unit to remove as well. Then the other 5 will just go into the next one. Hitting on 4s. That's a full house.
Stop it! Not nice.
5s to wound, re-rolling 1 of them. 2 wounds, up -3. So 5 ups.
Hey.
Both saved. And I believe that's everything because these are sneakily hiding away. They can't see anything. And I believe everything's actually shot. 2 units removed, which isn't bad. 2 key units as well removed. The plasma, which is very dangerous against Space Marine armor, and obviously one of the bigger guns on the battle. So there you have it. My turn 1 gone. We'll catch you back for Chris's movement in a sec. Okay, turn 1 for the Adeptus Mechanicus, and the movement is now over. They start advancing up into the center of this crate teapot, applying pressure onto the Minatours. This is going to be a clash of titans here in the center of the board. So robots have slightly moved up. We've got Crawl coming out of the ruin now and leading these Vanguard up the table. I think he stayed put, right, Chris?
He stayed put.
He stayed put.
He can see his target near himself.
And the rest has stayed put. Yeah, so he can see because I could see you.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything's moved up basically, except the key units that did have line of sight on some of the units already and didn't actually have to. Okay, so what's going to start off the shooting phase?
The 2 bits of admin first.
Okay.
So beginning my turn, I did the fabrication of the artisan for him. So now I've gone for exquisite calibrations.
What was that do?
So models within 6 inches.
Yeah.
When firing against a unit within half range, +1 AP.
Okay, because we didn't use any. We just used the fallback. Well, on SM Plus, we just use the fallback constantly.
But thinking about now, it's per turn, so there's no point me doing fallback now because I can just play it next turn.
You did play NID, so that's why you were all constantly doing that.
So this got all these guys are within half range of them.
Okay, of that one.
Yeah.
So -3, right?
Yeah. So because the Nicholas in there has done his bolster weapons.
Okay.
So they're all +6 inch range as well. So now 42 inch range.
So half
21 inches, half range.
Perfect. Nice combination there, seen. So something all from the new Cyclic Awakening already there planned by Chris. Okay, so are they starting the shooting phase off?
We're going to start with the Nicholas first.
Okay.
Because, well, he had 2 inches to his range. This guy's just in range now.
Okay, so start off with a simple shot there. I think it's 1 shot.
1 shot. Hit some 3s. Re-rolling. The better start's cool. That's another one.
That's another one. Good start, Chris. Well done.
I might have to use my red corsair dice.
I've been using those dice, so probably pass the curse on to you.
Yeah, so that's them done.
Okay.
So now let's go for the Vanguard.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's try and shoot all the rest because there's a lot of shots coming from these guys. So we can do the off camera if you want to use those last.
So let's do the big gun first.
Okay,
going into your
Executioner.
Okay.
So
the little gun
D3 shots.
go into this unit here.
Okay, the stubber into the Intercessors.
Yeah.
Okay, remember it's -1 to hits.
Yep.
So the number of shots first.
3 shots.
3. That's
Good
what
start.
you want. And you're hitting on 4s.
Because you're minus.
But you are re-rolling.
Yep. 4 rerolls.
That's a good start. That's there. That's 3 hits. And now wounding on 3s. Do you want to re-roll that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Nope.
Onto 1 again.
Do I farm it? Nope.
No. Okay.
So 2 go through.
Okay. So you're down to 6 command points, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 go through minus.
-4. So
Yeah.
you get 6. No, because you're not in cover.
I'm not in cover. Yeah. I'm obscured, but I'm not on cover or touching cover. So they go through. So again, isn't it basically the same gun?
D6 minimum 3.
Yeah, it's the same gun, right?
So 4, 1 goes to 3.
Yeah, so 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds. So 7 left on him, I believe, or is it 16 wounds? Yeah, I need to check that. I think he has 16 wounds actually.
So I put a 7 on him.
Put a 7, and we count the other way around.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we've got the heavy stubber firing into the intercessors just in front.
Then hit on 4s, 4 rerolls.
Okay.
5 hits.
Yep.
Wound on 4s.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. No minus.
Okay, so 3 up saves. Did you're applying the -1, right, already?
Yeah.
For stealthy? Okay. 2 wounds? 2 saves, sorry, no minus on them, right?
No minus.
Okay. And next we've got the Vanguard.
Yeah, let's do the Vanguard quick.
Okay. Everything's targeting that can see is targeting the infiltrators.
4 models into there, and then 3 others into there.
There's a plasma targeting them. Are you going to overcharge?
Yeah.
Nice.
So they advance, so it means he's dying on 1s or 2s. But,
okay.
So hit on 4s.
Rolling. Oh,
so he
dies, but one shot goes through.
Yep. Wound on a 2.
That's a wound. -3. 6 up. Nope. Goes through.
Kills 1.
Damage 2. So he does die, but he does take 1 with him. I'll take this guy here at the end.
Yep.
Okay. And now we've got the rest of the shots.
3 other guys getting into there as well.
Yeah. It's 3 shots each, right?
Yeah.
I saw 3. Quite good guns.
We're going to hit on 4s. Rerolling. Thank God. Not too great. Wound on 5s though. So that one is damage 2 and that's damage 1.
Okay, but there's no minus on them.
No minus.
Okay, so I'll do the damage 2 first, so 3 up. I think I'm going to reroll one of these.
Yeah.
Because I didn't use any, I didn't use any CP before. I could have +1 to the damage onto vehicle, to the wounds. To the wounding, +1 to wound onto vehicles. Haven't done anything, so let me just re-roll that because I don't want one to die straight away. So he's fine, and then 3 up on the other one is a wound.
Yep.
So 1 wound on one of them.
You got to farm your command point? Nope.
Nope. Okay, so I'm down to 7, and Chris is down to. Did you take yours down?
Yeah, I've taken
okay.
it.
Let me take a wound marker off here and put it onto one of the infiltrators before I actually forget. Okay, anything else to shoot before we go into the Castellan robots?
No guns here, but I need to check range and line of sight on them. But
okay, so let's do something. Let's check the line of sight, check if there's anything else, and then we'll do the robots. Okay, Chris placing some dice on the wounded units because he has already fired off camera with all his robots. 3 targeted the Executioner and 2 targeted the Redemptor Dreadnought. So he did use Wrath of Mars for 2 CP, so 6s to wound did mortal wounds. So the Executioner has already taken 3 mortal wounds plus 4 wounds at -3 now, looking for 6s. Okay, so another 3, down to 3 left, I believe. Am I right?
Yep.
Okay, and then these other wounds on the Redemptor, so we did do a mortal wound, which is already noted down, and then these are -3, looking for 6s. No, so that's another 7 wounds. What am I down to now?
5.
5, okay, because they do start with 13, which is pretty good. Yep. Okay, so we did do that off camera, but now we have a couple of extra shots to do on camera for you viewers at home. So what's going to carry on the shooting phase?
So now we're going to do the Rangers up here.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the sniper shot into there.
Yeah, it's good that I stole because I could actually hide away now.
Yeah.
Okay, so sniper into the Executioner.
So it hits on a 4.
That's a hit, yep.
Wounds on a 5? Nope.
Hitting on 4s because of my stealthy, right? Okay. It's good that you remember these things because I normally don't.
4, 5, 6, 7.
So not the shooting phase that Chris wanted with the robots.
No.
We have been talking off camera and thought maybe he should have just gone for one thing or for.
I should have locked him down.
Yes.
Use the stratagem, locked him down for double
shots. Because now I could have a possibility of charging you. Let's see how that goes.
If you want to eat that Overwatch,
yeah.
go for it.
It's good that you would have to pay a CP next 9th edition to actually do that Overwatch. Unless the unit has the rule, which some units are gonna have. Okay.
This is galvanic rifles going into there as well.
Hitting on 4s, no rerolls, right? Or rerolls of 1s, but just 1 there.
Nope.
Okay, and then wounding on 6s. That's
one
wound. Minus?
I don't think there's any minus in these.
Yep.
I'll quick double check it.
Yeah, quick double check.
Because you charge and roll a 3.
It's always good to check.
Rangers, nope.
Okay, so
there's a -1 AP because there's a 6
on a 6, so that's a wound actually. So 2 wounds remaining on the Executioner. That's
not enough though.
Good, nice shot there. And I believe that's the end of your shooting phase and the end of your turn as well. So did you get first strike?
Nope.
No first strike. Wow. And now let me count my points up because it's at the beginning of my turn, but we might as well do it now before I start moving. So I do gain 3 objectives. 1, 2, 3 points. Chris doesn't score yet, but he is capturing 1, and it's going to be quite difficult to actually kill these off. But I do have some reserves, and I think he's left me a nice little space here, which he's forgotten about.
No, remember, it's just I needed to move forward.
Yeah, you want to get all the guns in range. Okay, so we'll catch you back after my movement. Turn 2 coming up next.
Canticles on the Omnisaur!
Yep. So we do obviously do this before the turn starts. Obviously, for you viewers at home, we like you to enjoy this roll. So let's see what he gets. So obviously he's going back to the 2 for the Mars one.
And the 4.
And the same as before.
Yep.
Exactly the same. So still in cover, and obviously the really good Mars Canticle. Okay, so back into my movement phase. The Executioner has stayed put because he'll be hitting on 5s now. And obviously my characters have stayed just behind him to actually buff him as much as possible. We've got the 2 Redemptors moving up. The wounded one has moved a bit to the right, so that the fresh one moved straight up and it now is in a charge range towards the robots. And I will be using, before I forget, I will be using Big Guns Never Tire on him, so he doesn't have a penalty to move with his heavy weapons. Intercessors stayed put. So many names. Infiltrators have moved up now towards this objective, and these have moved up a bit closer towards that objective. And lastly, we've got the 2 units in reserve. We've got the Phobos Lieutenant landing 9 inches away from the Doom Crawler, and then we've got the Suppressors just behind him, making good use of the ruins because they are infantry, meaning that they do have a 2-up save now. And then on that side, all the way just in front of Chris, just in front of those crates, we've got the disembarked aggressors. So they disembarked 3, they've moved 5, and they advanced another 5. 4. So yeah, they're really close there, but from this you can't actually see them from here. So I was about to miss them, and then they were people were like, "Ooh, where did those come from?" Okay, so I'm going to start off the shooting phase. I'm just going to do one of the units and then have a rethink with the others, and that's going to be the Executioner. I will be using 2 CP, Chris, for Tank Hunters. We have already done the rolls for your CP generating, and you've actually failed that for my 3 CP spends, actually. So let's start off with the shooting then. A lot of shots coming in. He hasn't moved, so he will be shooting 4 times with his bigger gun. And that will go into, everything will go into the robots. Okay, so 4 shots, hitting on 5s, re-rolling entirely. Okay, so 2 hits, re-rolling 4 hits.
God's sake!
And then strength 10, so wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Okay, so that's 4 wounds, Chris, at -4.
4 up and Vanguard saves.
Oh, do they?
Because they still got the Aegis on.
Oh, okay.
If I roll 2 6s, you'll be dead.
Yes.
Because they bounce back.
Cool. Yes, they do.
Come on, 2 6s.
That's 1. 2 go through.
I'm going to CP one of them.
Okay.
Yes!
2 6s. There it is. Chris celebrates.
So you get to roll to see if you kill one mine, but...
Okay. I just wanted to celebrate with you. You stopped your party by yourself.
Yep.
Okay, so D6, 3.
So nope. Do I farm that command point as well for the reroll?
Okay.
No.
No, I do shoot with everything, right?
Nope, you're dead.
Do I stop straight away?
You stop. You're dead.
Really? Okay, didn't know that. I thought that all the shots go through anyway. No. Okay, so that's him dead. We'll catch you back for the next units. Okay, so see if the Executioner explodes. Chris still smiling. Okay, does it explode? No, it doesn't. Okay, so No, thank you. That's removed from play. I did say that it was wounding on 3s, but remember I was wounding on 2s, so I did. Even though I said it, I knew what I was doing. Okay, so next up we've got the 2 Redemptors firing. I will do the one with Big Guns Never Tire into the robots again. I can't believe I still haven't wounded any of the robots.
That one's down to 3 wounds again.
Okay, so Frag Grenade Launcher is 1 shot. Is a hit, and is a no wounds. I need 5s to wound. No, sorry, that's, what am I doing? That's the, it's not that weapon.
Is that the Icarus?
That's the Icarus one, yeah, there's so many. So the Icarus, so let's start again. Icarus is D3 shots, that's 2. Hitting on 3s, no hits.
No reroll.
And then 12 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 from the Gatling cannon. Hitting on 3s.
You can reroll one of them for...
Yeah, I'll reroll one of these. That's a hit. And then wounding on, normally on 5s, but I'm going down up to 4s now.
No, because only the repulsor gets the +1.
Ah, yes, what am I talking about? I can reroll one of these wounds.
5s, yeah.
So I'll reroll this one. That's a wound.
So
4 wounds. -1.
-1, so 2 up saves. 1 goes through.
1 wound, finally. And then we've got the Storm Bolters, which are on range, so 8 shots. Hitting on 3s. I can miss these. 5s to wound, 2 wounds.
-1 now, but
-1, yes.
still 2 ups.
That's fine. And lastly, we've got the. Has he got the? Yeah, he's got the smaller
he's got
one.
The mini Gatling.
Okay. So 6 more shots. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. Nothing. Okay. Let's move over to this guy now. He's going to do the flamer.
Yeah, the
Heavy flamer into them, and then we'll do Storm Bolters as well, and then the rest will go into the robots. So flamer first. Heavy flamer. D6 is just 1. Doesn't wound. Okay. I can actually reroll that, I guess.
You probably want to save it till...
Yeah, I'll save it for the robots. And then I've got 8 shots. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Stormbolter shots. Hitting on 3, no, hitting on 4s.
Wounds, yeah.
Look at this. Yay! 1 wound, -1. Nope, he's dead, so 1 slain there. And then the rest of the guns will go into the robots. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hitting on 5s, plus he moved, so... No, hitting on 4s, +1, because of the... And I reroll one of them. Nope. For it being heavy. No wounds, but I can reroll one of these. Nope, still no wounds.
I'll put the Vanguard back as well, because I've got cover.
So you
+1, -1, so
you do have a
4 made it.
Okay, and I think that's all the... Nope, I've got the Icarus rocket pods. D3 shots, 2. Hitting on 5s. 1 hits. Strength 7, so 4s. No wounds. Absolutely atrocious. Okay, 4 shots into the Vanguard here. So 4, 8 shots with their own rapid fire range. Okay, 2 misses.
Reroll 1.
Yeah. And then wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1. Nope, so that's
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at -1.
That's 1, so that's 4 ups.
Okay,
4
so
dead.
that's 4 dead. Then let's do a couple of shots from here. Might as well do a couple of shots. So 3 of the guys can actually see him, so they're in range as well. Rapid fire range. Okay, rerolling 1. That automatically wounds. Actually, I forgot about that. So 1 automatically wounds. 3 hits. No wounds there. So just 1 wound at -1 on the Doomcrawler.
3 up.
Oh, that's 1 wound. Okay, next up we've got 10 shots. I'll do them all together. Well, I can actually do them 5 at a time. Should I? Because can I actually kill him? Yeah, I can actually
separate
kill him.
because your Master Artisans rerolls.
Yeah. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1. That's 2, 3 hits. hits, wounding on 5s. Rerolling one of them. 3 wounds at -2 now.
That's 2. So
5
4
ups.
ups.
4 ups.
Just cover.
Oh yes, true. Okay, so 2 go through, damage 4. So 6 left, and then the next unit hitting on 3s, rerolling 1. And wounding on 5s, rerolling 1. 2 wounds. Great, that's another 2 damage on him.
So it puts him down to 4.
Okay, perfect. And I believe that's everything shot of these guns. We do have the 2 reserves now coming in.
And your aggressors.
And my aggressors. Okay, so I'll do the 6 shots from these guys, firing into the June Caller here. 6 shots. They are heavy, so I'm hitting on 4s now. But I am re-rolling one of them. That's 3 hits. And strength 7, yes. 4s re-rolling 1. 2 wounds at -2.
-2 or -1?
-2.
Cool. So 4s. 1 goes through.
Okay, damage 2.
Puts him down to 2.
Perfect. Let's fire his gun into him. Let me just check the stats on that very quickly. Phobos, yeah. Mastercrafters, Oculus Bolt Rifle, rapid fire. 1, so 2 shots. Rerolling 1. Nope. And wounding on 5s, rerolling. No wounds.
He doesn't have the auto wound on 6 thing, does he?
No, you just don't have any saving throws against it. Okay, so I believe that's everything shot except for the aggressors, which we will do off camera because there's a lot of shots. I will do. Well, you've got 1 unit left there.
Yeah, 1 unit rangers in there.
Yeah, I'll just do all the shots into those rangers because they do have a 3-up in cover.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to make sure, I do want to remove them. And that's basically it. It's a shame that he's on 2 wounds, but I can actually charge in with the Phobos, so we'll catch that for the fight phase. Let's do that off camera and we'll catch you back. Okay, so just 5 wounds done on the aggressors. Horrible rolling for me into the rangers here. So 3 ups going on to 4 ups because of my -1.
2 dead.
Okay, so 2 dead there. And that concludes the end of my shooting phase finally. So when I use new units, I get stuck so much checking all the AP values, strength values, so many guns as well on every unit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge with the Phobos Lieutenant into the Dune Crawler first.
Cool. I
do need a 9. 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm actually going to be cheeky and reroll this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Into a 5. He's made it in.
Well, let's see. Because obviously you might not spend that CP if I kill you in Overwatch.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Overwatch comes first.
So D3 shots. 2 shots.
2.
Double 6.
Double 6. The dice have listened. Wow.
2s. 2 wounds.
2 wounds -4. They go straight through. He's dead.
No, you got cover there.
Oh yeah, 6s. I need 6s. How did you do it? Double 6.
No,
he's
so
dead.
Minimum of 3 damage each.
Yeah, he's splat. Not even the stubbers needed.
Nope, you don't use the CP at least on that.
Yeah, and then lastly I'm going to do that Contemptor into them.
Yep.
Obviously there's a lot of shots, so we can do that off camera. Let's just see if I can make it in. 5, 6, 7. What do I need?
7, that'd be enough.
Okay, so he's in anyway.
Yeah.
We'll see if he's in because Overwatch comes first. We'll do
yeah.
that off camera. And we'll catch you back for the fight phase, if there's a fight phase. Okay, so going back into the movement, it was a good choice of me not putting him in because he has wounded 5 times. -3 on these into the fresh Dreadnought. Looking for 6s here. 4 go through, but he does survive, meaning that we will have a fight phase. Catch you back now. 5 attacks coming in hot into the robots, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1 because of my chapter tactic, which I failed. And then wounding on 2s. Rerolling. 3 wounds. -3.
-3. So 5 up armor saves.
Okay.
2 go through.
Okay, damage 3 on each. So
Cool.
does that mean 1 is dead?
That kills that one.
Okay.
And put 1 down to 3.
Does it explode? Yes, it does. Can you reroll? No, you can reroll actually.
Reroll. 1 and 2. Well, wait.
Does D3 damage, right?
Within 3 inches.
So everybody there would suffer, right?
Him. Don't know if it affects my own unit, but
Yeah, it does affect your own unit as well.
CP reroll.
Okay.
Nope.
5. So that's fine.
Do I farm it? Nope.
No. Okay. So
One day.
you attack back now.
Yep.
So you pile in first.
Let's take.
Are they good in combat?
With fists they are. So
Okay.
let's put in there.
So they're not good in combat. These guys.
They got 3 attacks each. So
Okay.
12 attacks. So they're hitting on 4s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just take out the hits. It's easier. Strength 6. So 1 and 5s. 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
No AP.
Okay. So 3 up saves. That 1 goes through.
Drops them down to 8.
8. Okay, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to spend 3 CP, taking me down to 1 to actually attack again.
Yeah.
Okay?
Cool.
5. Hitting on 3s. Do I re-roll that again or not?
I'd have to check the wording.
Okay, we'll
I think
check
it's
that.
Each time you attack.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's check the wording and we'll finish off the wound roll. Okay, so I can re-roll 1 because it's each time I get chosen to fight with. So hitting on 3s, still a 1. Wounding on 2s. 3 wounds. Because you're toughness 7, right?
Toughness 7.
And I times 2 my strength, so I'm times 14. Yeah, strength 14.
Cool.
Again?
-3, so 5s again.
Oh, you do save 2 again. Damage 3.
That kills
That
him.
blows the second one. Does it blow up? No, it doesn't. Okay, at least I've taken 2 robots. I could have taken 1 more. Would have been nice, but I can't have everything. So, some leadership tests, right?
Yep.
You've lost a couple here.
Lost 4 there. The
Okay.
leadership 7, so 1, 2, or 3. They're okay.
Yep. And then they've lost 2 only.
Yep, 2, so up to 5. Yep, 3, they're fine.
Fine. And that's it, really.
Yeah.
Just remove the casualties, and that concludes my turn.
So his Warlord trait thing now is going to be fall back and still shoot.
Obviously. Okay. So because you do it at the beginning of your turn, right?
Beginning of my turn.
So strong. And you score a point, Chris. You do score 1 point there. So yeah, there you have it. We'll see what happens after Chris's movement. Turn 2. Here we go. Turn 2. All the Adeptus Mechanicus have moved forward, except the robots who have fallen back, and the Rangers who have stayed put inside the ruin. So the Vanguard moving up now towards the Infiltrators, and the Doom Crawler moving slightly up as well. Doesn't suffer a penalty for moving, so Chris is happy to actually be able to do stuff like this. Engineer moving through the ruin as well, and that's basically the end of the movement phase for the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Yep. The agency is going to quickly fix the Doom Crawler though.
Okay, D3.
3.
3. So up to 5, right?
Yep.
Back to 5. That's nice.
So put him in the middle bracket, so yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
What's next?
Shooting days.
Okay,
Get
going
straight
straight into there.
Let's start with my Warlord, the Dominus. Going into him.
The Redemptor.
So he's got D3 shots with his Eradication Ray first. 1 shot.
Okay, 1 shot.
He hits on a 2. He hits.
Hits, yeah, because he is within 12 inches.
Yep. He strength 6, so wounds on a 5.
No wounds.
Once per game, because of his Warlord trait, he can reroll a wound roll. So let's use that now. Nope.
Okay, before you forget, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. What's next? We'll leave the robots for last again.
Yeah, so let's go on to the Minatours now.
Okay.
He did his bolster weapon things again, but it doesn't really make a difference at this point. Oh, so yeah, he's got 1 shot. He hits on a 6.
6.
Strength 7.
Looking for 4s, that's a wound. What's the minus?
-3 goes to -4 because you're within.
Okay, so no save. So
Half
damage is.
Damage is because he stayed still. Flat damage 3.
Okay, so what is he down to now?
Down to 5.
Down to 5. Perfect. Okay, so we go do crawl now.
Yep.
Okay.
Bring up his stats. Oh, let's go back a step. He's got another weapon.
Has he got two weapons?
He's got a Phosphor Serpentia.
Okay.
He hits. It's only strength 5.
No wounds. Okay, just in case. Always good to fire all your shots. And now we're going into crawl.
They all have different things that come up on here.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got D3 shots from his Solar Atomizer. 1 shot.
Into the same contemptor, right?
Yeah, same contemptor.
Into the same Redemptor.
Redemptor, yeah. So you threw me off that time.
Yeah.
So he hits on a 2.
Okay.
Strength 10, so wounds on a 3.
Reroll that one, because that was...
Wounds,
yeah, minus.
-4.
Okay, goes through. Damage.
D6, because it's within half range.
Can he explode it?
Yes.
He can. Does it blow up?
Uh-oh.
No, it doesn't. Okay, so that's the Redemptor. Removed from play this turn. We'll catch you back for more shooting. Next up, Dunecrawler firing into the second Redemptor, hitting on 5s with a -1 from stealthy.
3 shots again.
Okay. It's actually funny to be stealthy when you're with gold armor, isn't it?
Yeah, shining in the sun. So they all miss.
Okay.
I get to reroll. They all hit.
Surprise! 3s to wound. Go straight through, and that's
he's
him dead.
dead.
Does he blow up? Yes, he does. So we do have to check if there's anything in range.
6.
And
Nope.
they're the closest, so that's anything. Okay, so second Redemptor removed. That's a very good start to the shooting phase for Chris. Next up,
Stubbers and that.
okay, yeah, do the
Turn
stubbers
into this squad
into
here.
that unit, yeah.
So I did tell Steve off camera, but
Yeah, we decide things off camera.
so these are hitting on 4s because you're within 12.
Yep.
4 rerolls. So 4 hits. 3 wounds.
3 wounds. Minus?
No minus.
None, right? 3 ups, no, that's 1 dead because I did have a wound from the previous turn. And then we go on to the Vanguard.
Yeah, let's do the Vanguard into the same
Into
unit.
the same unit, okay.
So hitting on 3s. Rerolling. Then wound on 5s. That is 2 wounds.
2 wounds? No minus?
No minus, but they are damaged too.
Because there were 6s, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so both passed anyway. Okay, anything else? We've got the robots which you can
Rangers
leave.
and the
Let's do the
robots.
Rangers and then we'll leave the robots off camera again.
Yeah.
So many shots, it just takes too long.
So, well, most of them are probably going to go into here actually. The sniper will go into that same squad.
Okay, so then let's just do then the sniper into them.
Yeah,
and then
the
we can
Ranger
do
shots.
all the rest off camera. So sniper hitting on 4s.
Hits. He wounds.
It's D3 mortal wound. It's a
Yeah.
mortal wound, right? Plus, what's the minus on it?
I think it's -3.
Okay, just check.
Let me check,
Let
'cause
me roll anyway.
I never get to this stage.
It's a 3, so I'm sure it goes through anyway.
And it's -2.
Yeah, so it goes through. And what's the damage?
Damage D3.
Okay, so roll for the D3 plus a mortal wound.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is
3.
1 dead.
So
1 dead and 1 on a wound.
no, but you do a mortal wound plus D3 wounds, right?
Yeah.
So that's 2 deads.
No,
You roll
because
the 6.
yeah, the 3 just kills 1. The damage doesn't carry over.
Okay.
So the 3 kills 1,
Yeah.
and then the mortal
one
wound.
mortal wound onto the other. Okay, perfect. So now we'll cut off. We'll do all the rest of the shots from the robots and some rangers upon that ruin, and we'll catch you back to see what happens. Okay, here we go. 18 wounds from the robots into the aggressors. That's not nice. -2 this time, not -3, because he did switch to the fallback and still be able to shoot. You don't suffer a penalty right there for like falling back or anything. It's so good.
Yeah, because I ignore the
It's now
penalty.
definitely worth taking them.
I'd ignore the penalty for moving because of the
Mars
so,
strats.
yeah.
Mars canticle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so -2. Looking for 5 here. Okay, so that's 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead. Bye bye, aggressors. See you later. To the charge phase, we've got 3 Vanguard charging into the infiltrators here, just behind. Trying to take off one of my objectives because I am currently on 4. Was on 5, but I'm currently back to 4, which is still a good number to actually grab.
Yeah, you're running away in the points a bit,
Yeah,
so I
running
need to
away
stop
the
that.
points.
So I need a 6.
That's a 5, so you failed. Do you want to command point that?
Yep, command point. Yay, so I get
Okay,
it.
so he's in, and let me do some Overwatch. 4 shots. To automatically hit and wound.
Reroll 1 of those for my Artisans.
Thank you. No, 2 wounds. -1, so 1's dead.
Yep, because I still have cover, so
Yeah, but
yeah. So let's take him off.
1 dead. So you would have gone to a 3 up, but -1.
Do I farm the command point for my charge? No.
No. Okay.
They get
so
at least.
you're down to 2 command points. I'm down to 1 now. But they do make it in. Hopefully they die to my. We're both troops as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me prepare my dice just in case. So I've got 3 and 2 plus 1 for getting charged. Plus 1 for getting charged.
So I don't have a
These
lot
are
of
my
attacks, but, you know,
Might
can
as
do
well
this.
try it. Yeah, we're gonna die anyway.
let's spend 1 command point on what's it called?
I don't know.
Imperative. Conqueror Doctrine Imperative. Say add 2 to the hit rolls.
Okay.
Do I farm that one?
Ooh,
Ah!
that was nearly a 6. Down to 1, same as me now.
So
Okay.
Champion goes first with his 2 attacks.
hitting on 2s.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
But that is 3 hits. Because the taser goad, a 6+ to hit, causes 3 hits rather
and
than
you get +2, and it's not unmodified, right? So
no.
Okay.
So then
Strength.
taser goad is strength 5.
Okay, so 3 to wound.
Yep, 3 is the wound.
2 wounds. Minus.
-0.
3 ups. Both passed.
Then,
Okay, and then the other guy.
just a single attack. Who hits?
Yep.
Who wounds? Because you have -1 toughness, so yeah.
Yes, true. That's very true.
Yes!
It's a wound, so one's dead. I'm gonna reroll that for my last CP because I want to get that objective. That's fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
I farm it? No!
So I'm out of CP now. Let me attack back. Hitting on 3s. That's all hits.
God.
Wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1 dice. Sorry. Let me roll that. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 7 wounds, Chris. 4 up saves.
No, they're dead.
They're dead. Thank you, Chris. Thanks for coming and having a nice old fist fight. But remember, I am Space Marines.
It was worth a shot.
You don't want
I
to
was hoping the taser goad would do it.
Okay, so that concludes your turn. We now score the points for the beginning of my turn. So we go on to turn 3, and I do score 4 points, like I said before, which takes the total to 8 to your 1. Catch you back after movement. Minotaurs, turn 3. Canticles again.
Yep.
Okay, roll again. I think you're going to get the same again. No, so that goes to a 5 or
that
6.
stays
That stays to the Mars one, which is the one you want.
Yep.
5 or 6.
Well, 6 is reroll failed hit rolls of 1 on
Okay.
shooting phase, and then that's +1 strength.
Yeah, but he's basically surrounded by a troll, so which one are you getting?
I'll go to 5, so they're +1 strength.
Okay.
Just in
perfect.
case you charge me, I've got
Yeah.
extra strength in combat.
Okay, so my movement over. I'm going in for the kill now, sort of, because I haven't got a lot of bigger of my stronger units on the table. So infiltrators have now moved around the crates now, targeting the last Dune Crawler. Then we've got a line of 2 units of intercessors moving up as well, because if I remove him from play, it means I can't start targeting the characters. Nothing to deal with, nothing good enough to deal with the robots, but I am in the lead by 8 points.
Get your jumpy dudes.
Yeah, I could do that, but at the moment they can target the Manipulus, which is inside that ruin, taking that point off you as well.
Yeah.
So I could possibly do that, but let's see what happens. Anyway, let's go into the shooting.
Yeah.
Let's start off with the infiltrators firing all their shots into the Dune Crawler. 5 and 5. Let's see what happens. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1 of them. And that's 4, 5 already automatically wound. And then these wounded 5s. And there's 2 more.
And reroll on those.
And reroll 1 of these, yes sir. Thank you very much. 2, 4, 6, 7 wounds, Chris. Onto the Dune Crawler, -1, so you do have a 4 up save, because you're not in cover this time, are you?
Not this time.
1, 2, 3 wounds already. I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that,
Back
Chris?
down to 2.
Are you happy with that?
No.
Okay, next, these 2 are going to fire into him as well. So 4 shots. Rerolling 1. Okay, and then wounding on 5s. 3 wounds at -1. Okay, looking for 4 ups. That's another one, down to 1, which is a bit of a shame. Bit of a shame, but can't really complain. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do 1 into him, and then 2 guys into the Manipulus. How many wounds has the Manipulus got?
4, I think it is.
Let's go and check.
4 wounds.
4 wounds, yeah, I'll do that then.
Yep.
Okay, so first 2 into the Dune Crawler. Hitting on 4s. 1 hits. I do reroll. I'll reroll this one for my chapter tactic. No. And then strength 7.
4s.
No wounds. And I'll reroll that one now. No wounds. Okay, 4 shots into the Manipulus. No rerolls. 3 hits.
3's to wound.
2 wounds.
Cool. -2, yeah?
-2, yes sir.
You got a 2 up save, so it's a 3 up because of cover.
Okay.
1 goes through.
So he's got a 2 up standard.
2 up armor, yeah.
Wow, that's really
A lot of
good.
my characters do.
Wasn't expecting that. So he's down to 2 wounds, right?
Yep.
Okay, Let me have a think of what I'm doing next, and we'll catch you back now. Okay, so I shouldn't have even actually switched off, because the only unit that they can actually target at the moment is the Junkola, and I just want to point out that my 2 characters have stayed put, capturing that objective on that side.
Like chickens.
Yeah. Hiding like Space Marines do. They're brave. They shall know no fear behind the crate.
Your Minatours, your balls, you're meant to be charging forward.
No, thank you.
Especially when there's red.
No, thank you. Okay, so 5 shots from these Intercessors, all into the Junkola. I do reroll one of them. That's 2 hits because I did move, so I'm hitting on 4s. And then wounding on 5s. Rerolling 1 into 5, that's all I need.
-2, yeah?
-2, yes sir.
No.
He's gone through, damage 2. Does he explode?
Do you have 1 CP left?
You do have 1 CP left. Do you want to reroll it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes!
Saves! Okay, so that means...
At one point, do I farm it as well?
Oh.
Nope.
Yes. Ah, no, you need
It's
a
on
6.
a 6.
Okay.
God's sakes.
Okay, so last 5 has to go into him. Hitting on
4s.
4s, yeah. Rerolling 1. Nope. And then looking for 5s. Rerolling 1. Just 1 here. Again, can he do it? No. Does he blow up? No. Okay, so at least the Junkola is off, which means that it's not very anti-infantry, that
Flat
unit.
damage 3, so it's good against Primaris.
Yeah, but not a lot of shots, so I'm not that scared of it. And the units that are not on the table anymore, the units I was scared of with that unit. But, and again, that's the end of my turn. I won't assault. It's a bit silly to assault, actually. No, I'll stay where I'll stay.
Charge these 2 off because you're still holding the objective there.
No, because I prefer having 2 units there for next time to actually score. Yeah, I'm a chicken. You score 1 point. You do score 1 point, taking you up to 2-8.
6 points behind. Man.
Yeah, ouch.
It's only turn 3 though, so.
I know. So yeah, let's catch you back after movement for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Here we go, shooting phase for the Adeptus Mechanicus. As Chris planned out, he has moved up his forces towards the central now of the battlefield. He does need to take off some of these key units which are grabbing 2 objectives at the moment. And the Rangers and the Manipulus has obviously stayed still because the Rangers are in a nice position actually up there, and the Manipulus is the only character or unit that's actually capturing an objective at the moment. So straight on to the shooting phase we go. What's going to start that off?
Start with the robots.
Okay.
So all 3 of them are shooting into this unit of Intercessors.
Perfect.
The back one has a -1 to hit because you're more than 12 inches away.
Okay, so everything into the 5-man Intercessors. Okay.
So this is the one hitting on 5s.
Yep. Okay, I'm happy with that. But if we roll fully anyway.
Yep.
That's a couple more hits, so that's 4.
Yep. Let's do the rest of the shots. Let's put them out of the way. This is the other 2. Hitting on 4s now.
I think it's the first time you haven't anchored them. Seriously.
No, I didn't do it in the SM Plus game either.
The other one, yeah, because
the fact that you can move and fire without penalty now is huge.
I know. You won't be doing it a lot anymore, but shooting double shots is so good as well.
Yeah. Only 2 more hits there.
Okay, so that's all the hits now, and now wounding on 3s.
Yep. Put that on top.
There's nothing that reroll wounds, right, in Adeptus Mechanicus?
No, I know.
That I know of. 3, 6, 7.
8.
8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
These are -3 because of his ability.
You gave that ability, yeah. We didn't say
he's doing the plus 6-inch range, and then he's doing the
-1 for the AP weapons.
Yeah.
Okay, so we didn't say that. We said that off camera, so just for you viewers at home, -3 on these. So 6 ups. No, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 dead. Only the sergeant left. I will remove these and leave the sergeant, which is the closest to the objective and also has a higher leadership. Next up, we've got some Rangers having some pop shots into these infiltrators, I believe.
No, they're going to go back there.
Okay, into the suppressors.
Let's do the sniper first.
Here we go.
Hits on a 4. Nope, of course.
Yes, of course. It did too much already.
Yeah.
Now it's not going to hit for about 5 games.
It never hits anyway.
That's right.
This is the galvanic rifles. 2 hits. Because you're -1.
2 wounds.
2 wounds, yeah. Because your toughness 4, yeah?
Toughness 4, yes. Minus?
No minus.
No minus. So 1 wound on one of them.
That's not too
get
bad.
a wound marker from here and place it on the middle one.
Yep. So let's do some character shooting.
Okay. So again, just check because they're all different again.
Yep. Let's do the Manipulus first.
Yep.
Going back there. I should have shot him first, really.
Yeah, it's one shot.
One shot. He hits.
3 to wound.
He
That's
wounds.
a wound minus.
-3.
Okay. No, so one's dead.
Yep. Because there's a flat damage 3 because he didn't move, but
Okay.
I said I should have shot him first.
Yes, you should have. Okay, next up, shall we do the pistol from the engines here before you forget?
Yeah.
Into these guys?
Let's do it into here because there's one on one wound.
Yeah, perfect.
He hits on a 3.
Okay.
Doesn't wound him.
Doesn't wound. Needed a 4 there. Next we've got Cole.
Let's do the Dominus.
Okay,
Warlord.
firing into these guys at the
Yeah, again into them.
Okay, into the infiltrators.
So, D3 shots. 3.
Yeah.
He hits on 2s.
Okay, are they heavy? Because...
I ignore the penalty from
Oh yes,
fine heavy
because of
weapons.
Mars.
No, hit on 3s because you're minus.
Oh yes, that's
So
true.
I think I rolled 1, 2 in there.
Okay.
So that misses. I think the other one was a 3 and something else, but yeah. Strength 6. 1 wound.
1 wound. Minus?
-2.
5 up. No, damage?
Just damage 1.
Damage 1, so 1's wounded here. Okay, and now we've
his other
got...
guns out of range, so...
Now we've got Cole now, so it's D3 shots again, I believe.
Yep. So that's going into the same guys.
Units. Okay.
3 shots.
Mm-hmm. Hitting on 2s.
Yep.
This he is within 12 inches.
Wound on 2s.
Wounding on 2s. Minus
-4,
right? So, and the damage?
D6. So
Okay,
the first one's dead.
Yep.
Because that's
And
a
then
wound.
the second one's dead.
Kills on.
And the third one's dead. Okay, so 3 removed, 2 left in that unit.
I'll take it.
And I think that's the end of your shooting phase, right?
Yes, that's it. So
Okay, are you going to charge with some stuff? Or is that the
Yes.
end of your turn?
Cole is going to charge into these guys.
Into these guys. Okay, so 4 shots coming in from them. 2 hits. We roll 1. No, so 2 wounds there. -1. So that's 1 wound.
One wound, yep.
Charges.
Yeah, that's enough.
That's 5, so he's in. Okay, and then any more charges?
Nope. The
Okay.
engine is not going to go in there. He's not going to do enough, so...
Okay, so we'll catch you back for the fight phase. Fight phase, Cole going into the 2 lonely infiltrators in the middle of the battlefield.
Yep.
Can he take them out?
So the Omniscient Axe, all hit.
Okay.
Wound on 3s. 3 wounds.
Minus?
-2.
-2. Looking for 5 ups. No, all failed.
Damage 2. So
Doesn't really matter. Are you piling in into my sergeants?
you pile up to him, but he's not going to lock him in.
Okay, so now we're down to leadership tests. I
Yep.
have lost 4, meaning that I do need to roll less than 4. And they're fine because my leadership is 8. And I've been okay there. I've lost 3 here, so on a 6. Sorry, on a 5, they're fine. So there we have it. That's the end of his turn. Again, I score 3 points.
4 points.
4 points. Taking up to 12. Oh, Chris. Turn 4 coming up. See you now. Some canticles again for turn 4. Let's see what he grabs. So that goes to 2 Mars, and that goes to
4 for cover.
yeah, again. So for the 3rd time, cover and the Mars canticle. Okay, straight on to shooting. I've just moved a couple of units, so the lieutenant has advanced a total of 5 inches. Now grabbing the second, the closest objective towards him, and then I haven't moved anything here. Haven't moved anything here. Haven't moved anything here. It's just down to shooting and killing as many units as I can. Okay, so first of all, let me start off with this Stalker Bolt rifle into Cole, hitting on 3s, re-rolling. That's a hit. Wounding on 5s, no wounds, re-rolling. Doesn't wound. Okay, 5 Stalkers from the other unit just behind him, hitting on 3s because they haven't moved, re-rolling 1 of them. That's 4 hits, and wounding on 5s, re-rolling 1 of them. Okay, 1 wound, -2.
3 up save because of cover. Nope.
Okay, so down to 5 wounds remaining. So these guys are going to target the closest target, which is the engines here, just in front. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1. Okay, so that's a wound. and then no wounds, but I reroll one of them. He is toughness 4, so just 1 wound.
So 1 wound,
minus 1.
Minus 1, so 3 up save.
No, this would be the assault doctrine, so I wouldn't have any minus.
We
have to go into the assault doctrine now. So that's a save.
Saved them 6. So.
Yeah, they're all short, and then what I'm going to do is these guys are going to fire into what's his name?
Manipulus.
I've been getting it right all the time. Just forgot there. Hitting on 3s. We're re-rolling 1. That's all hits, and wounding on 3s. All wounds. Chris minus 2 on these.
3 up saves.
No, he is dead.
Yep.
So that removes Chris's points there, which he would have been scoring in his next turn. And that's it, basically. That's all my shooting. Now, I am going to use this turn Fleetmaster, which is at the end of the fight phase.
Before you get there, are you not charging me?
Should I?
Well, I'm going to hurry intervene into
yes,
either way.
because I didn't move him further back, right? Yeah, might as well then. Just charge him forward.
So I'll kill you in Overwatch instead.
Probably.
So
T3.
T3. 2 shots.
2. Looking for 6s. That's a hit.
That's a
That's
hit.
in there. 2s to wounds. Minus 4.
wound.
Damage D6. He's
yeah.
dead. Pew! Okay, and now in the fight phase, end of the fight phase, Fleetmaster. So I do grab a point. This is once per battle, and the point is obviously just going to be here on a 4-up. D3 mortal wounds on units. If it's a character, it gets a +1. So I need 5s for the characters.
So D6 inches first.
So D6 inches is a 5. So they are basically all those 3 units there. So into the robots, D3 mortal wounds is 3 mortal wounds.
Nice.
Into your warlords.
Yep.
On a 5, fails.
Oh, that's fine. You didn't.
I didn't roll for that.
So you rolled.
That was the hit, and then now for mortal wounds. 2 instead. And then 5 up on the 3rd HQ. Which one's that? The Datasmith. That's a hit. D3. 3 wounds. Does he have 3? Could have 3.
He might have 3.
He looks actually quite small.
Where is he?
Datasmith.
No, he's got 4.
He's got 4. 1 remaining there. But at least I've done it before I actually forget.
Yep.
I should have done it further on in the battle, but further on, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Earlier on in the battle, but I didn't. I did kill this unit, denying Chris's point.
Score 1 for that one now.
But you do score 1 for this one now, taking you up to 3. And yeah, that's my turn. That's my turn 4. Let's see what Chris can do on his turn 4. Movement over, Cole moving up towards the last squad of intercessors, and the robots following just behind. We've got the engineer. Okay, Engineer.
Yeah, just to
moving up towards the infiltrators, and then we've got the 2 characters now sitting upon that objective on that side. Okay, straight onto the shooting phase we go.
Yep.
Who's starting off? Is it Cole?
Yep, Cole.
Okay, D3 shots from him.
2 shots.
It's 2 shots. Hitting on 2s.
Both hit.
And wounding on 2s.
Both wound.
Okay, D6 damage on these. First one is a dead intercessor. Very dead intercessors. Yep. Okay, is that the only gun he has?
Yeah, that's it. He's on the other one.
Okay,
so
next up
to Dominus next.
Yep.
So he's going to do his eradication raid, D3 shots. 2 shots. Hits on 2s. Both hit. Wounds on 3s. 1 wound.
Okay.
-2. Oh no, -4 because it's less than 8 inches actually.
Okay, so he goes straight through. Damage?
D3. 2.
Okay, so he's down.
I've
So
got 1 hit.
3 remaining.
3.
Yep.
Cool. Let's do his Phosphorus Serpentia.
Okay.
1 shot, hits, wounds, -1.
It's a save on a roll of a 4.
We've got a Gamma Pistol from the Datasmith.
Okay.
Hits on a 3. Wounds on a 3.
No.
That's a shame.
Okay, and then we've got a bolt pistol from the engineer.
Worse, we've got Las Pistol.
Las pistol, worse.
He hits. Doesn't wound.
And then lastly, we've got the robots.
Yep, robots.
Who are the targets?
So we've got this one is going to shoot into these 2 dudes.
Okay.
And these 2 are going to shoot at them.
Okay, so we'll do that off camera and catch you back for the wound rolls. 8 wounds onto the suppressors and only 2 wounds sadly, into the infiltrators. Okay, so -3, I believe.
-2.
-2. Okay, -2. So they're dead. They're removed from play, and then these -2, 5 ups. That's 1 wound onto one of them. Let me just get a wound marker and place him here, and just remove these guys from play. They did their job. They took you off one of the objectives, and now we have the Rangers finishing off your turn.
Yep. So going in, everything into Lieutenant.
Okay.
Kill him. Sniper first. Nope.
Obviously. And then the rest of the guns into the Lieutenant, who is basically now on 3 wounds?
Yep.
Okay.
1 hit.
1 hit. Doesn't. Okay.
Cool. So
that's the end of your turn, right? Charges. Are you charging with him?
We saw how it went before, but I think I'm going to have to.
Okay. So Overwatch from them.
Well, I could send the robots in first.
What do you want to do?
The robots are going first.
Okay. Rerolling one of them. No, that's just 1 wound onto robots. That's a wound. Down to
3.
3. Okay. And now you need probably a 4. Yeah.
6 should be enough.
They're in there. And then Call.
Let's put them up there. Yeah, Call's going in there.
Okay. So some Overwatch there. 3 shots. Rerolling 1. No wounds there. So he's basically in as well.
See how far he gets, just because.
Okay, because he can go all the way.
Basically go around to there.
Okay, and then the Engineer is obviously in as well.
And then these 2 are going into your Lieutenant.
Okay,
I'll send the Warlord the Dominus first.
Okay, pistol. Rerolling. Nope.
Distance. Yeah, he's in.
Yeah, he's in. And your second character is also in. Okay, that's the charges. Catch you back for the fight. Okay, Call fighting first into the Intercessors. Let's see how he does.
Yep. Hitting on 2s. Ah, that misses. These are strength 6, so wound on 3s.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
-2.
That's 2
okay,
dead.
so is it damage 2?
Damage 2.
Okay, so I will have to take the Sergeant off.
2d6 extra attacks from the hive. 9.
Okay, that's a good roll.
And these hit on 2s. All hit.
All hits. And strength?
Strength 5.
These 2 wounds.
So 6 wounds.
Minus?
No minus.
Okay. He's down to 1 wound remaining.
Obviously he will pile in afterwards.
Yep.
That's a shame. Oops, sorry.
I attack back with him now.
Yeah, might as well.
3 attacks. All hits. Rerolling 1. 1 wound.
1 wound. -1 because of Doctrine.
Okay.
So 3s. Takes him back down to 6 wounds.
Down to 6. Okay, and then we move over to this side now.
Then it's the Engineer first. So he has 2 attacks. Well, he does. Yeah, let's just do both with the
axe, right?
Yeah,
or the server one.
Basically, you can only do 1 attack with the
server one. Okay.
But it's -1 to hits. No, let's just do both with the axe.
Perfect.
So hits and falls. But hey, he's angry. Wounds on 3s. No.
No wounds. And now we've got the robots.
Yep, 2 robots will be within range. 4 hits. Don't need 2 wounds.
Okay.
You're still going to be holding that objective?
Yes,
yep.
He survived. So I do hold it because I am a troop choice. So I do score 3 points. Right?
Well, he'd have to do morale, but yeah.
How many did I lose
still
there?
Combat here as well, but yeah.
Just 2, right there?
No, I killed 4 in this turn, didn't I?
Did you?
Yeah, because I shot a couple
okay. So you've killed 4, so a 4 up. That's fine.
Yeah.
I know he's not the sergeant. I do need to reroll this because I do need to get closer to the objective. No, he's dead. He is dead. Okay.
Let's kill your lieutenant next.
Okay.
So let's do the Dominus first.
Mm-hmm.
So he hits on 3s. Excellent.
Reroll once?
Nope.
Just in shooting,
it's
right?
only in shooting.
Okay, and then we've got the Data Smith.
Yep. Data Smith. His mighty 2 attacks.
Does he hit?
He hits both times, even with the -1. So there's a power fist.
Okay, and then choose 2 wounds.
Both wounds?
Is he strength 4?
Yes, so minus.
So 6 ups. No, he's dead.
D3.
G3, sure, you could fail actually.
No,
No, he's dead.
Oh, he's
Lieutenant
angry.
is removed. I do score 2 points still.
Yeah.
Because I do survive. Let me attack back on the engines here. So 3 and 2 plus 1 for being charged. Rerolling 1. And wounding on 3s. 4 wounds.
Wounding on 4s.
Wounding on
Doesn't
4s.
matter.
Okay.
4 wounds, -1. So 4 ups. 3 wounds.
3 wounds. I think he's still alive on 1, right?
Yep, he's on 1 wound.
Okay, so that concludes Chris's turn 4. At the beginning of turn 5, I would score 2 points, taking me up to 14. Now, we could carry on because you do score. If I pull out, you can't actually kill me in this turn, so you wouldn't be scoring this one, but you would be scoring 2. And I don't
3.
think that's
3.
Yes.
Team still 3.
Are you on this one?
I think so.
Okay. Let's check and we'll catch up. Here we go. My turn 5. We did check and the robots were within 3 inches, so that was fine. So I just started my turn. In the previous clip, I did mention that I was going to fall back and check, but no, I've decided to actually leave them on in combat. And then the only thing that I've actually moved is my Warlord has just moved his 5 inches.
Coming out to play finally.
Yes, coming out to play towards Chris's Warlord and the Data Smith as well. Yeah. So that's my movement phase. It's a quick one. We will roll for Chris's Canticles for turn 5. That's the same, isn't it?
Basically, yeah.
2 is the Mars one, and then are you going for?
We'll go for Mars.
Yeah.
And I think I'm actually going to change that down to 3.
Which is?
That is reroll hit rolls of 1 in the fight phase.
In the fight phase, yeah, because there is a big chance I will be in the fight phase, and I've kept these guys in the fight phase. Yeah. So I'm just going to carry on recording. There's no point in really stopping. Shooting, I'm just going to shoot these 2 pistols on this side. Yep. 2 hits. 2 hits. And then wounding on 4s. I can reroll one of these. No, just 1. And we are already on the Assault Doctrine, so it's a -1.
Yep.
No, yeah, is it -1 for pistols? Yep. Pistols and close combat weapons, right?
So 4 up save.
No, so he's dead.
Yep.
And now I will pile into your robots.
You don't pile in. You can charge.
Sorry?
You killed them in shooting.
Yes, yeah, true.
So you stand there unless you want to charge me.
Oh no, I will charge you. Okay, next I've got his gun. Yep. So 3 shots
into
the Data Smith, yeah. So hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. Okay, all hits. And then wounding on
Toughness 4.
Toughness 4, so 4s to wounds. Re-rolling 1 of these for Master Artisan, and this is a pistol. So 2 shots.
2 wounds.
2 wounds, yeah.
3 up saves. He takes a
1 wound. So down to 1 wound remaining.
Yep.
Okay, and then lastly, I will charge. I did need a 6. We said on this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll charge both. I'm actually, yeah. I will charge both because you can heroically intervene. I won't be able to escape that. So I might as well just charge into both.
So do the gun pistol from the Data Smith first.
Okay.
Doesn't hit.
That's a 3.
Then we got the Dominus.
Yeah.
So he's got his eradication ray, so D3 shots with that.
Okay.
3 shots. Ooh.
Looking for 6s here.
No 6s.
And he has 1 more gun, right?
Yeah, the Fossa Serpentia.
Okay. Oop.
Misses.
That's a miss. Okay, looking for 6 here.
Fail.
That's a 10. He's in. I'm happy with that. Yeah, and now I will charge into these. We will do the Overwatch off camera for them, but just for you guys to see roll. That's a 6. They'll just move up just to get in range of the objective. And yeah, we'll catch you back now after Chris's Overwatch. Okay, here we go. So just 2 wounds done because only 2 of them could see before I could actually move. So 2 wounds, -2 on these. Looking for 5s. That's a save here, but 1 is slain. So I will be removing.
2 wounds each.
Yeah, but 1's removed.
Okay, 1 was wounded. Sorry, I did see.
So 1 was wounded before. So I'll just leave him. He still is within 3 inches, and the sergeant is still there. You don't have command points. So I can actually do any of the 2. So we'll start with this Lonely Sergeant. I'll do his 3 attacks +1 for charging is 4. Oh, 1 to the floor. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1 of these Okay, that's 3 hits, and then wounding on 5s. Rerolling one of these. No wounds there. And then we'll go with. What's your toughness?
Toughness 4 on both.
Toughness 4 on both. Okay, so we'll go with the Power Fist then.
Yep.
So that he's got 5 attacks plus 1 for charging. That's 6 attacks. What I'll do is I'll go 5 into your Warlord and 1 into the Datasmith.
Okay.
How many wounds has the Warlord got?
5.
5. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that, Chris.
Okay.
Okay, I do hit on 3s because I do have a -1 for the Power Fist.
Yep.
I reroll 1s.
So you reroll everything.
And I am Chapter Master, yeah. Okay, that's still a fail.
Good.
And then
choose 2 wounds.
Choose 2 wounds. Rerolling a single roll, but I don't need it. That's I've done this all together. I have to start again. Sorry. So I said 1 into a Datasmith. Let's do that now. So hitting on 3s, that's a hit, and wounding on 2s, that's a wound.
Okay.
So -3.
-4 because of Assault Doctrine.
Yes, that's true.
5 up and vulnerable anyway.
No, so he's dead because that's D3, and then the 5 attacks from the other, all hits. Choose to wound, all wounds there.
5 ups again. That's 3 go through.
3 go through. I do need a 3 or more on one of these dice. And there he is. 2, 4, 5 wounds. He's slain. That's slay the Warlords. We do have to go now onto Chris's turn 5, but do we actually really have to do?
I get to fight you back there.
Yes, but now thinking about it,
probably
we do have to count points again, but I don't think it's actually worth it.
12 points behind.
Yeah, and I do get an extra point now for slay the Warlord.
Yeah, so I'll just put you up that. So 12 points behind. If I kill him, maybe. Well, actually no, because I'd have to consolidate this way, so I'd still only get 2 points this turn.
And yeah, it's only an extra 2 turns. You can. My Warlord is still there, so it's maybe. Anyway, let's attack back. Let's finish it. Let's finish the turn off properly.
Just 2 of them attacking him. Reroll hit rolls of 1. Double check. Here the hit on 4s.
Okay.
So not bad.
Not bad. And then strength 6, I believe.
Yep. So 3 wounds.
3 wounds. No minus.
Nope.
He's dead. He's actually dead.
Give a good kick. Get out of it.
You would move towards that way, right? You would capture
I'm on that one anyway, so it's not too bad.
One of them. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll have a chat off camera, and we'll catch you back to see our final thoughts of what we're actually going to do, if we're going to carry on or not. Okay, we're back. We've had a chat, and we've actually worked through turn 6 and 7, just in case it goes through. And the max possibility of points for Chris was 12. That's getting Slay the Warlord and Linebreaker, and obviously going to turn 7. So still not enough. I am on 15 points. So basically I won the game by playing the mission, even though I just had my Warlord on the table. Oh no, a win for the Minatours. On to the conclusion we go. Catch you back in a sec. So there you have it, the end of the game. A win to the Minatours, a win to the Space Marines again.
Not really a win, you had 1 dude left.
I won the game, I won the mission. This is why you have to play the mission sometimes. But yeah, back to the game. It was a really difficult game for me. Even though I won it, it was just because I actually moved before you and...
Yeah, exactly. You seized, got up the table onto the objective.
It's good I seized. If not, I think it would have been game over.
Yeah.
Like the amount of firepower that list has against me, and it's not even fully optimized. It's a good list. Yours is a good list, but it's not optimized of what you can actually get out of it, especially now with the new Psychic Awakening rules and stratagems. Would I have done anything different? No. I'm happy I got the C's. I was hiding, but we did discuss about you getting line of sight on some of my stuff with a bit of moving, so it would have actually been a totally different game if you would have gone first. Are you happy with how they performed anyway? Because you've deleted my army from the table.
Yeah, the robots just kick ass, take names. They're ridiculous. I said if the points do truly drop to 0,
It's that's
6 in every game.
Yeah, even more. You know, 2 units of like
more
5.
painted, but yeah.
2 units of 5. But the good thing is, like, talking now a bit, like, we're really close to 9th edition now.
Yeah.
Talking about their type of mission where there's secondaries where you get points for other stuff, like a list like yours where you would actually say like kill stuff, secondaries.
Yeah.
And you, even though with my C's you would have still probably won the game.
Yeah. So you had some lucky rolls, like killing your repulse in your turn.
Yeah, that was lucky. But it would have died anyway in your turn.
But it meant I didn't have to
target it at a toughness 8, which you were wounding on 5s.
Yeah.
Because the robots are strength 6. Yeah.
7.
And I don't. Were the Doom Callers by then still there? I don't remember. It was like there was only a Ranger squad, my Warlord, your Warlord, and a couple of robots left on the table. The rest was removed from the battlefield, which is it was a bloody game.
See, I think that's where I messed up, was having the Rangers up here in this building in the game.
Especially Crusade.
Moved them down onto their objective and held that.
Yeah, especially Crusade. But yeah, that's how it goes.
You're still rusty with the Admech.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like, I play a lot of Marines, but as soon as I change the little bits of like chapter tactics and stuff, you start getting like a newbie again. You start forgetting stuff, having to be reminded.
You was remembering Master Artisans by yourself. I was.
Towards the end, after 2 turns. But yeah, that's how it goes. We have enjoyed it anyway. It's been good for me to actually play a different chapter. Yeah. And it's been good for Chris to actually use the Adeptus Mechanicus again with the new Psychic Awakening rules.
Get lots of practice with it.
I see Mars especially as a top tier competitive army. In the next couple of months, I think they'll be straight up there with Space Marines. Especially with those new units which we are getting painted up. Things like the cavalry is really good. We've got the bomber that makes you get a bit of board control as well. So yeah, all the units that we're getting is mostly for board control, which our list at the moment doesn't have. So
yeah, you saw today that's what lost me in the game.
What lost you the game. So I'm excited to have those units painted up, and yeah, there you have it. So guys, if you've enjoyed it and you want more content from us, head over to SN Plus on snbarreports.com. We have a lot more content there to watch. Thanks for viewing, and we'll catch you back in the next one. Cheerio!